Space, the final frontier, nearly endless in its size, it's hard to imagine that we're the only living things in the entire universe. To figure out how many other forms of intelligent life might be out there, astronomer Francis Drake devised an equation using multiple different variables. These variables include R*, which represents the star formation in our galaxy, Fp, the fraction of stars with planets, Ne, the average amount of planets per star that could support life, Fl, the fraction of planets to actually develop life, Fi, the fraction of that life that is intelligent, Fc, the fraction that gains the technology to contact us, and L, the time where they release these messages into space. When you multiply all of these variables together, you receive N, or the number of civilizations in our galaxy with which we can communicate with. Carl Sagan himself performed this equation using our solar system as an example and came up with anywhere between 10 and 10 million civilizations. If all of these civilizations supposedly exist, then just where would they be and what would they be like? The two most likely candidates inside of our solar system are Mars and a moon of Jupiter, Europa. Europa is an ice-covered moon rotating around Jupiter. Now you might be wondering how it could support life, but the answer is really quite interesting. Europa has an elliptical orbit around Jupiter, causing it to stretch and compress. This builds up a lot of heat energy below the surface. Scientists believe that when this energy is released, it would melt some of the ice under the surface, causing an environment similar to our black vent zone in the ocean on Earth. The life there would be similar to our deep-sea life, such as anglerfish, frilled sharks, and squids. Because of this, none of the life on Europa would be considered intelligent, but it still may exist nonetheless. The second candidate in our solar system to be able to sustain life would be the fourth planet from the Sun, Mars. The two theories behind life on Mars are that life once existed but went extinct, it currently exists as microscopic organisms, or both theories combined. Evidence of sulfates, crystallization, and erosion of rocks on Mars found by the rover Opportunity provide an incredibly strong case for Mars once being a wet planet. This could mean that Mars at one point could sustain life. Other evidence, however, says that the water's salinity levels would be too high for most terrestrial life, with certain exceptions such as the microorganism Halorchia. Another piece of evidence that supports life on Mars is that roughly 270 tons of methane is released every year. With no volcanoes, hydrothermal vents, or hotspot activity, microorganisms are a likely possibility. Despite all of this evidence, no concrete proof has been found to prove alien life on Mars. While Mars and Europa are the only planetoids we believe can support life, there is another artifact that points towards alien existence. In 1984, the meteorite ALH 84001 was discovered in Allen Hills, Antarctica. The meteor was suspected to have come from Mars, but the really interesting possibility was not discovered for 12 more years. In 1996, scientists announced that they may have found evidence of fossils of bacteria on the meteor too small to be terrestrial. Many skeptics, however, claim that they are simply earthly biofilms, and to this day no one has come to a solid conclusion. In the end, no concrete proof of alien life has been found, but the possibilities and strong evidence provide a compelling case.